Have you ever heard of a game called Elsword? It's an MMORPG originally released in Korea in 2009 and internationally in 2011. The game was good. You see, I've been playing this game since 2012 in the ID server run by Netmarble. However, since 2022, I have not been playing at all due to it not being fun anymore. It's lost its charm and it ran its course. And I want to tell you this story because I found my journey with this game to be fascinating. So, back in 2012, my brother told me about this game, and since I really like video games, I decided to try it out. Only problem is that I need an ID and password. I couldn't get any of these, of course. I was 9, I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, so I asked my brother to make me one, and there it came to be. There were quite a few characters to choose at that time, from Elsword all the way to Chung. Naturally, I picked Raven, captain of a well-known mercenary knight with a select mechanical Nasod arm. There's more to it than that, of course, and there's reasons why he is the way he is, but I won't get into that. There is no demo mode if you wanted to test out the individual characters and what they do. Instead, you only get their descriptions and you just have to roll with it. When I started the tutorial and finished everything, I instantly fell in love with how fluid the gameplay is and how fast-paced everything is. Raven, voiced by, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but Park Sung-tae in Korean and Brian Peacock in English. They did a fantastic job of making Raven sound as edgy and rageful as it is. Seriously.
How have you been? No. Pain! It is time to discover my true power. Extreme! Blade! Giga Drive! Gah!
Fast forward until early 2015, I was still very much casually enjoying the game. By that point I had already made about 4 characters which were quite high level at that time, until I stopped. I had been failing my classes and getting low grades at this time, probably due to me spending so much time playing video games and neglecting my studies. So I went and studied for real until the end of the semester and I graduated. I had completely forgotten about Elsword. I erased it from my mind with a panic like neuralizer. Until 2018, when I saw my brother playing Elsword. He wasn't an active player and only played once in a while to see what's new. And it's at that instance I had a flashback of how much fun the game is. I downloaded Elsword as soon as I could have and my account was gone. Elsword server ID was shut down. I don't remember why, but in late 2015 you could transfer your account from ID to int server, which is what my brother did. At that time I didn't know, so I was back to square one. I was sad, but not too bothered by it. I could simply start over. First day of creating my new account, I played non-stop. I was loving the game. It was even better than before. They made so many changes that it felt fresh. Gameplay was even more faster paced and just made all around better. I consumed all my stamina and stamina potions until I could no longer play. Saying the game had me hooked was an understatement. Fast forward to around the middle of 2019. I wasn't playing as much as before, however, I was still playing every day for a decent amount of time to complete my daily quests and dueling people. I was always a competitive player when it comes to Elsword PvP. I remember in 2014 all the way to early 2015, I played at Lunatic Cycle class for PvP, and I was absolutely destroying people in PvP. Motherfucking annihilating them. I was triple S rank, highest rank at that time. Hell, I remember roleplaying in PvP. Every time I win or lose, I would spam his voice lines accordingly. It was great, I pissed people off for sure, but let's skip to 2023. As I said, I haven't played this game since 2022, and that is because the game gets so grindy. Every time I play it's just the same thing. I only do dailies and nothing else. Master Road 3 times, Mykomore 5 times, Henir time and space, Heroic 3 times, and maybe raids. It didn't used to be like this. It used to be so much more fun and free. I could have experimented with different equipments and effects, but now all of the equipments, they all function the same, no difference. Go around the world and test things out in the field. Now, I feel like it's lost its charm. Gameplay wise it's still there. Elsword for me is still by far the best MMORPG combat wise. The game is smooth, polished, fast paced and overall super fun. But getting to that super fun part is very difficult. During 2021 to 2022, If I were to make a pie chart of my time with this game, 90% of it would be grinding, and 10% of it would be the super fun part. And just for that alone, I cannot recommend this game to anyone. Even those who like to grind games. It's just too much. It's hard to explain, so listen closely. I play Raven. You see these squares with different portraits? These are the different jobs. Each character has 4 different jobs that they can branch off to. Once you select one, you cannot change it, unless you want to pay $32 for it, or wait for a rare event. I chose Ray Charge. By far, the most fun class for my playstyle. He's this guy that just goes in, punches so hard it breaks the 4th wall, deals massive damage and just doesn't care. As you can tell, he is a TBS character. Now, Elsword has a system called combat power. It basically ranks how strong you are, but it does so terribly. It's something where only Elsword players can understand. A character with 1.5 million CP can deal more damage than a character with 2.5 million CP. It's very ineffective overall, and everyone agrees that it's much worse than the previous system. To get straight to the point, I've been playing this account for 4 years, my character is very strong, my peak was 2.5 million CP, but I deal more damage than someone with 3 million CP plus. Now, the problem is, the dungeons in endgame, they cost 3 million CP plus, and then 4 million CP, and then 5 million CP plus. And I've been playing this game for 4 years, pretty much every day straight, and I paid quite a lot of money. And I regret it, and I only got 2.5 million CP. I had max pretty much everything I can, and I only have 2.5 million CP. I could not get to the endgame dungeons, and that is bullshit. In short, combat power is bullshit and it hurts the game more ways than one. The PvP aspect also suffers tremendously. What used to be a show of pure skill turns into who has the better gear. Back then, whether you're level 40 or 70, you have a chance of beating anyone. It only depends on the moves you make, because back then, pretty much everyone has the same gear given for free by the game. The game is ruined by everything being grindy, pay to win, pay to play, being very repetitive, and even if you paid money and grinded like me, everything is still up to chance. Because the game will find a way to squeeze as much money as they can from you. I paid so much money to get fucking nothing, because everything is all up to luck. Enhancing? Luck. Magic stones? Luck. Costumes, accessories, and gear that's essential to reaching late the endgame? Also luck. In summary, Elsword is a good game, turned bad because of developers' greed, and it's one of those games where you can only understand why I hate it so much but love it at the same time. From what I can tell, the developers, they are working to improve the game and fixing it, but as it is, and what I see in the future with the steps that they are taking, this game is still garbage. Don't play this game, it's not worth it.